Love isn't always what it seems. Meet Matthews and Cynthia, a couple whose story starts like any other, but spirals into betrayal, heartbreak, and shocking secrets. What happens when trust is broken and forgiveness seems impossible? Stay with us, because this story is not what you expect. This is the story of Matthews and Cynthia, and the moment that changed everything. Matthews looking remorseful, Cynthia walking away. Tense confrontations. What will happen next? Will they find their way back? Stay tuned for the unfolding drama. The morning begins in a busy kitchen. Cynthia juggles chores with grace. Matthews enters, lost in his phone. She has everything ready for him. He notices her housecoat, not her efforts. Cynthia reflects on her weary hands. Later, Matthews meets Rose at a cafe. Rose charms him with her laughter. He complains about Cynthia's appearance. Rose promises him beauty and peace. He is drawn to her words, enchanted. Rose subtly checks his wallet. Matthews is caught in a web of desire. The smell of breakfast fills the air. Cynthia moves swiftly, multitasking. Matthews enters, distracted by his phone. He asks if the coffee is ready. Cynthia responds, weary but composed. Matthews comments on her appearance. Cynthia pauses, studying him closely. He leaves without a second thought. Cynthia stands alone, reflecting. Matthews meets Rose at a cafe. Rose laughs, charming and carefree. She touches his hand, concerned. Matthews feels drawn to her words. Rose leans in, offering comfort. He agrees, longing for peace. Rose counts his money. I want out, Cynthia. I'm not happy. Not happy. When did you stop caring about how you look? When did we stop being anything? I wake at 4 every morning. I pack your lunch before the sun rises. I scrub your collars by hand. I sit up through the night when the children are sick. You are always somewhere else being unhappy. I did not get fat, Matthews. I got tired. Go to wherever it is that makes you happy. The woman you are leaving, she kept this family standing. She loves the version of you that hasn't had to sacrifice anything yet. That love won't survive the first hard season. Mum, where is Daddy going? He's going to learn something, my love. Come, let me finish. Rose is in her apartment, filing her nails. Matthews is counting receipts, feeling overwhelmed. The rent here is twice what I used to pay. And you haven't cooked once this month. Baby, I don't do cooking. You knew that. And the salon bill last week, $400? You said you wanted a woman who takes care of herself. This is what that costs, Matthews. Or were you expecting a wife? The word hangs in the air between them like smoke. Cynthia never asked me for a single thing. What? Nothing. Nothing? Rose's apartment feels different now. Rose sits, filing her nails, lost in thought. Matthews is overwhelmed, counting receipts. The rent here is twice what I used to pay. Rose, you haven't cooked once this month. Baby, I don't do cooking. You knew that. And the salon bill last week was $400? You wanted a woman who takes care of herself. This is what that costs, Matthews. Cynthia never asked me for a single thing. Or were you expecting a wife? Nothing. I miss the simplicity. Things are different now, Matthews. We need to face the reality of our choices. This is our life now, for better or worse. Whose jacket is that, Matthews? You're not providing the way you used to. You're leaving me? I loved you from a distance, baby. The closer I got, the more ordinary you became. I hope you find what you're looking for. She ironed my shirts every single morning. She packed my lunch and remembered I don't like the crusts. She knew when I was getting sick before I did. She never once asked me to choose. She just gave. And I stood in her kitchen and called her ugly. God forgive me. What did I do? Well, the prodigal husband. Dora, please. Is she home? She's home. She's always been home. Cynthia. Matthews. I was wrong about everything. I know you're sorry, Matthews. You stood in the home I kept. You walked past the children I was raising. You taught our son what a husband looks like. And this is what he saw. But sorry doesn't unring a bell. You loved me when I had nothing to give. She loved what she thought I could give her. And I have spent the last months learning who I am without you, and I have found that she is rather wonderful. I don't hate you, but I will not let you walk back into this house. You made a choice, Matthews. And now I'm making mine. Some debts cannot be paid overnight. Dad, I'm sorry, Junior. I'm so sorry. Cynthia watches from the doorway. She does not move toward him, but she does not close the door. If you enjoyed Matthew's and Cynthia's story, please like, share, and subscribe to enjoy more stories like this. Your support means a lot. Join us for more adventures. Every like helps us grow. Share your favorite moments. Together we can create magic. Thank you for being part of our journey.